Okay, my name is Rick Miller. I know many of you, but some of you I don't know. I'm a new precinct chair this year, and I want to give you my perspective on what is happening in our party, in our county party, and in this event tonight. Just a little bit of a background. I spent 30 years in the military. I had some important positions I held in the Navy, and worked 3 times in the Pentagon. During that 30 years, I was not able to participate in a political event or get involved in the politics that were going on. Didn't matter what president, be it Reagan or Clinton or George W. Bush. But since I got out, since we moved here, I have elected to get involved in the politics, and I did run for precinct chair the last time, and I was elected. I wanted to be a part of the grassroots effort in our county in the Republican Party. And as a member of the executive committee, I believed that I would be able to function as a member of this important party or body in making decisions for the good of the party and to support the election of Republican candidates. One of my disappointments of my experience in this environment here in Fort Bend County has been the significant divisiveness of the members of this body. And I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. I consider this to be a problem with leadership and a problem with the desire, perhaps, to keep it divisive. I never imagined that anything like this could happen in this county and in our party. Instead of the divisiveness ending, it has only increased over time. We as precinct chairs should be ashamed of what is happening to the executive committee and to the results of this past election. Just look at what has happened nationally with Republicans, because our party has been divided. And I'm very discouraged about the situations occurring right here in our midst. In the case of why we are gathered this evening, I am shocked about what is happening. I want to express my sincere disappointment and total disagreement with the actions of the chairman in establishing the PAC and taking control of the Lincoln-Reagan dinner and taking it away from the executive committee and the party. I believe it is my duty and the duty of every precinct chair to question this action, to get full disclosure of what has happened and what the motivation of the chairman is in establishing the PAC, and find out who is involved with this action. All of us precinct chairs should be questioning this action and trying to understand if this is a personal agenda or if the purpose is to support a specific candidate, and what will happen to the proceeds of this event. We all know how successful this event has been in past years, and that the profits from the event have been the primary resources to support the Fort Bend Republican Party activities and also supporting our Republican candidates. And in the first executive committee meeting in May, the chairman announced that the Lincoln-Reagan dinner was on track with the reservation of the Marriott and the securing of a speaker under the ownership of the Republican Party in Fort Bend County, since he had officially acted as the chairman of the party in making these arrangements. Why am I saying this? Well, I've heard that maybe the bylaws are the reason that our chairman is doing this. Well, being personally involved in the bylaws committee, I can tell you that when the bylaws committee shortly met after that May 18th meeting, we worked collegiately to look at the bylaws seriously and to come up with recommendations that made sense, especially in the finance area. And we did that. And we produced a product to bring to the executive committee that gave the chairman more liberties than he had under the original bylaws or the new bylaws. That document never made it in front of the executive committee for a vote. It never made it. I don't know why it never made it. There was no explanation of why that document was never put forward. Okay? And what have we ended up with? We've ended up with a very liberal Democrat elected as our District 22 representative. What has ensued since May 18th has been, in my opinion, a pitiful display of trying to build unity in the party. And I personally cannot make compromises in my beliefs and behavior to support a runaway chairman of the nature of the past chairman, who I did not personally experience. With regard to this, we need to take action. We need to be a part of this process and not let it get away from us. As an executive committee and as precinct chairs, we must stand up and be counted and compelled to see that this action by the chairman does not become reality. If we don't, then we might as well resign our positions and put all the county's Republican issues into the chairman's hands plus his PAC friends. There is no need for an executive committee and it appears that the chairman wants it this way. On the other hand, we were elected to serve in this capacity. Our constituents expect us to act to protect the Republican Party, okay, of Fort Bend County. We must insist that he cease and desist in this endeavor. We must insist that the executive committee be allowed to discuss and consider this action and determine if it is good for the party. We should not be taken out of the decision-making process. We must call a halt to this action now. Thank you.